They was like, he came up there, he said he didn't even know that I was injured. The whole time I'm yelling, somebody please come help me. He's sitting directly right there looking me in my face.
I guess he's telling,
exactly what they doing.
he probably telling them.
Don't tell him that.
No, that needs to be known. I didn't even know that, Chris. That's why I'm like, I had to repeat myself because of him for an officer that the money that come out of our paycheck, pay their salary every week,
the white hair.
Use
He
that
made
word
comment
such as nigga.
She was on the porch screaming. I was on the ground in cuffs. My nephew was on the ground in cuffs. He had his knee in my nephew's back. And he kept on like forcing his knee down in his back. He kept forcing his knee down in his back. Like, why are you doing this? He's not going nowhere. He already down on the ground. He tased him when he was down on the ground. For what? For what? All that was unnecessary. It was uncalled for. And it's not fair.
I ain't
It's
say
not
nothing
fair.
when the boy was right there in my face. I knew who he was, but I don't know his name. He had red pants on and a white shirt and a Louis
She know
Vuitton
his
belt.
face. She know his face.
I told him, I said, Dad, he go right there. He was standing directly right there.
So the one that stabbed you, you showed him?
No, I was pointing to him the whole time. I said, him with the red pants. He turned around and looked directly in his face. And he walked straight up the street. He ain't do nothing. He ain't go over there, ask him no questions or nothing.
It's just, the whole thing just don't make any sense to me.
That only the 3 black people get arrested with 40 people out there.
And they
Like
had
20
they had chains,
get
they had
arrested.
everything.
They had a big,
They had bags, tables, they had everything.
they had an ashtray.
The
One
ones
of
that
them
be in
big
front of the
ashtray
bars,
things in their hands.
they was coming down the street with them. If you seen all of this, if you was there from the jump, then why was none of them arrested? Especially the one who hit my nephew, hit me, and hit my nephew in his face.
Tony hit him.
Why was nobody arrested?
Tony hit him.
Yeah, Tony. He
Tony
started.
is when they all trying to protect.
He the one,
the
right?
one who
He
was
on a
hit.
shirt and everything. Like, boy, you started the
Like
whole
they
fight.
the
That's
victims,
ridiculous.
and that's not the case. That's not the case at all.
We always had words. We never fought though, cause they always saying stuff to us when we walk up the street. Why you on that block? Why you on that?
Yes,
This not your
this is
block. I
not your
live right
block.
here. What you talking about? I can walk to my house.
They try to intimidate them every time they go to the store. Every time, if they not going directly across the street to the store, it's a problem. If they go down the street to the Quickie Mart or they go up the street to the bar, the little store by the bar, what is it called?
Green Apple.
Green Apple.
Yeah, and they all be sitting
It's a
directly
problem.
right there.
It's always a problem.
If they ain't right there, they right there by the bar, and the police
What's your
sit
name?
there.
Say it again.
Samir Berkeley.
Samir what?
Samir Berkeley.
Berkeley.
Yeah, my lieutenant's bringing me a notebook so I can write all this down.
I don't have a pen though, so.
Got a pen on you? Okay, thank you. You know what?
Why he gotta walk away and write it down?
He's gonna come back. Relax for a second, okay? Oh, we want justice. Listen to this, okay? We all are human. We're gonna talk to them with respect and let them know we're very intelligent, okay? And you just let them know how you feel, respectful way. Let them know, you know, you're going through it. You're in pain right now. You know, we're trying to bridge this gap. That's what they want. They want communities to start coming out, and they want the officers to respect communities, and we want communities to respect officers. So guess what? We need a solution. You know, this type of behavior should not have happened, and we got to nip it in the bud. So because of what you just mentioned to him, you know, some of this stuff I didn't even know. I didn't even know he called you guys niggers. You need not to be on the force.
So this is Detective Sergeant Felker. He is one of the supervisors of the detective squad. So if you guys are willing to, we can take Samir and Mom back and talk about, you know, whatever happened to her.
If y'all want, I mean,
Yes.
if y'all want to, we'll take a statement from her.
Yep, let's go ahead and make this statement. And yep.
I can't have like everyone.
No, we're not
I
gonna
mean,
come
you
here
know
because we're
what I
gonna
mean?
kind of.
I mean, because it's gonna be a little weird, but I mean, if whichever designated, are you mom? Mom, grandma, I don't care, whoever, she could be in there.
Here's what I would suggest. Since you are in party to what's going on, I would have grandmom go in and you know, sit with during the interview. Does that sound okay?
How are you? Yep, that's good. Yep, please. That'll be a blessing.
So Sarge is going to take you guys now to talk, and I'll obviously answer any other questions that I can.
So what's happening?
Right now, I don't know if he's a sergeant or lieutenant. He's going to take the.
If they fly down the street,
The detective, captain,
my car
ask
out
the
2
captain.
weeks ago.
We don't. What is it? Detective.
My name's Captain Hope.
No, this is Captain
Oh,
Holmes.
it's Captain Holmes.
Detective
It's Sergeant Felton.
Felton.
Sergeant. Detective Sergeant Felton.
He's going to take Samia back to write the report. Since she was one of the victims that was stabbed in this incident, a report was not taken. So right now they are going to take the report from her. As the lieutenant mentioned, he mentioned that he was totally unaware that she was one of the victims that was stabbed. He did not know that. However, he is coming out here trying to mediate the situation, trying to find out what's going on, trying to assist the family as much as he can. We're here because we want justice, we want answers. We want to know first and foremost why the report was not taken, why this family is going through what they went through. If this particular officer mentioned that he witnessed this from the beginning to end, he would have seen Miss Cachet get hit in the face with a brick. He would have seen the whole thing. So right now, that's what we want. We want some justice. We want some answers. This lieutenant or captain, whatever he is, captain. He's listening to us. What the family want. We want somebody to hear their story, because right now her character has been destroyed as if she's an animal. She's not an animal. She's a parent that was trying to defend her kids. So Laurie, we're here.
Closely with the residents of Morrow Park, because I'm reading people's Facebooks in Morrow Park, and he's working very closely with them, and he won't return a phone call or nothing.
So, I've got the information in reference to Samir, and I'm saying that right?
Samia.
Yep.
S-A-M-I-R?
S-A-M-I-A.
Oh, Samia. No R. Gotcha. What's her date of birth?
10/14/2000.
No, I'm good. Sounds appreciated. These are all our guys coming back from downtown.
Yeah. Oh, they just coming back.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's why they're just, I call them pajamas. That's
Any
what
people got arrested downtown?
I don't know. I don't know if anybody did.
Earlier, one person,
Yeah, I
one
think the
sheriff
rain
person.
kind of rained on their parade a little bit, right?
That's what we were going to do. We were like, we just want, we're coming in peace. We just want some answers. That's
Yeah.
it. And we appreciate you listening to us.
So, in terms of Samia, we'll follow up on that particular reporting. We're getting her statement now. I understand your frustration in terms of who was charged and how they were charged, but again, and unfortunately, I can't get into the specifics, right? I'm the captain of the district, but the detective side of things is an entirely different command. They work out of the district, but they answer to a different boss, right? The determination on charging, that's completely up to the state's attorney's office. We present the information as we know it to the state's attorney, and they make the decision on the charges. So, unfortunately, I really, I understand where you're coming from, but I hope that you understand there's really not much more information I can provide in terms of that.
I don't understand.
I
I don't understand none of this.
My recommendation would be, obviously you're going to have an attorney for these proceedings. Just relay your issues with your attorney, and they'll have to conduct their investigation on their side. And if there's information provided from Samir, reference to maybe what transpired before you guys became involved, that's something that we need to follow up with, right? Something that our detectives will follow up with. But again, I hope you understand that I can't get into the specifics of the investigation. Does that make sense a little bit? I and I know that you're frustrated.
Okay,
and it's
folks,
not
we're
exactly
going
what you
to.
Any other issues or questions?
It makes sense. My question is, as far as if you got an officer, and I don't know how long he's been there, which one was that? It wasn't Powell, it was the officer that wrote the statement. For them to even say, go
something about niggas.
nigger, you
Like,
know,
that's crazy.
what Samia just mentioned when she was doing her interview, she mentioned that when she was screaming for help, telling them to help her, that one of the officers looked up and said, okay, go get that nigger. You know, certain things like that. Whoever he
Like,
is, I don't know
on
who
the
he is.
porch.
Yeah,
I
whoever.
was on the ground in cuffs, and my nephew was on the ground in cuffs, and he had his knee in my nephew's back, jamming his knee in his back. He tased him 2 times while he was on the ground. For what?
My thing is,
For what?
certain things like that, being in leadership, should not have been said. It
Well,
should not.
so
And like you mentioned, she just mentioned that she's 14 years old. You know, she just mentioned for him to even say that out of his mouth, if he said that, he should be fired.
So I didn't catch what.
He mentioned, okay, she was
Which
screaming for
officer?
help.
Whatever. Is that Officer Davis with the white hair?
And have the tattoos on him?
Tattoos all over.
So he was the arresting officer, right?
That gentleman. If he mentioned a nigger out of his mouth, he should be fired.
So when did he say this?
You remember when we all was screaming all on the porch? It was on the 26th.
No, I mean the date of this incident.
When we
but
was
in
all-
context of when
we was-
everything.
We was on the porch screaming because I was trying to tell her her daughter got
Get
stabbed.
them
She
under
didn't even know her
control.
daughter got stabbed the whole time.
So he was in the process of taking you into custody.
Yeah.
My nephew. He had my nephew, and the other officer had me.
Yeah.
And what did he say?
Like, control, get them niggas on the porch.
Wow.
He don't think people heard him, but my daughter heard him. Other people that was out there heard him
But I'm
too.
saying,
But of course, they
did
not
you
gonna
hear
say
what he
nothing
said?
because they're white. Yeah, I heard
Okay,
him.
so he was like he
Yeah.
literally had his hands on you.
No, he was on my nephew. Man, my nephew was laying side by
So
side.
you were already taking him.
Yeah.
Okay. And who's your nephew?
Khalid Jones. He was arrested too. That's the one that he tased twice for
While he
nothing.
was
While he was
handcuffed.
already handcuffed on
On
the
the
ground.
ground.
Okay, so Khalid Jones.
I don't understand how some officers can come and answer the street call and see 40 white people on top of 4 or 5.
It was only 3 of them. 3 of us at that time.
And then lock the 3 people up on the ground. That don't even make sense.
As he mentioned his off
Give me 1
here.
second, 'cause I'm trying
He
to
mentioned that he don't know everything.
So as
He's trying
he's
to.
doing that, he says to responding officers.
And he's saying it's not racial. This whole thing is racial. Even the boy made a comment when they did the interviews up there. A white boy said they burn territorial up there.
Yeah.
They don't want us in their neighborhood. And this came from a white boy.
And that was on
It's
TV, and I know y'all
WBAL.
seen it because I seen it when he said it.
That's why.
And they
as
trying
soon
to
as you
make
can
it
get up
out
of there,
like
you're
it's
getting up
something
out of that
different, and
community.
it's not. It's nothing different. The whole thing is racial.
And it's 2015. It should not be like that. It's America. I mean, come on. Things like that should be nipped in the bud.
Understand it ain't even straight back.